My first college semester was the most difficult time that I've ever gone through in my life. While most freshmen were really excited about this new chapter in their life and couldn't wait to get on campus, I was on the complete opposite side of that. I hated the change and everything was new. It felt like my life completely flipped. I was away from home for the first time and it felt like I was going through this storm all by myself. My anxiety was crippling and I woke up every day so nervous and so uncomfortable. I couldn't really eat and I couldn't sleep. And so I ended up losing about 20 pounds just because of how much I worried. I hated it and it felt like God was so far away from me. And that was only half of the battle. That was the school part of it. The other half of the battle was baseball. Baseball ended up amplifying everything that I was going through. I was on a Division I program, and the coach that actually recruited me had left before I got on campus. So I was playing in front of coaches that had never seen me play before, and every day felt like a tryout. I was also facing the best competition that I'd ever seen in my life in the worst possible state of mind. And I played horribly, and that was everyone's first impression of me whenever I got on campus. When fall practices were over, I was completely defeated, and I felt like an absolute failure. What I was more worried about was how was I going to finish college? And I looked at the 4 years ahead of me, and I was like, there's no way I'll be able to make it through. I was battling my mind. I fought with myself every day, and my faith was tested. My main goal was just to survive and just make it through. And looking back on that story, I think I can relate it to God talking to Joshua. So God wanted Joshua to lead the Israelites into the promised land after Moses had passed away. And Joshua tells God, he's like, no way, I can't do this. There's no way that I can do this. Those shoes are too big to fill, and I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to do it. But God tells Joshua in Joshua 1:9, haven't I commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. When I look back on that time in my life, all I can feel is gratitude. I leaned on God more than I ever did because of all the pain and fear that I was going through every day. God wants us to step out of our comfort zone. And to achieve our truest potential that He has for our lives, that's the only way we can do it. And God calls us for something greater than ourselves and to not be mediocre, because your calling is on the other side of fear. A ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for.